a cold front making its way through the mid-south. Strong to severe storms for our friends located in that area, but for us, some brief relief from the heat. I'll be breaking down all of those forecast details coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the forecast, because in addition to those red flags, we do have another humid day, partly cloudy, mostly hot. Jennifer Lambers is joining me now, and beautiful scene there as a lot of people have gathered at Battleship Memorial Park, and definitely probably with some fans. Yeah?
Yes, that's going to be needed. Water, shade, all of it. You said mostly hot. I would put very hot on that.
I say that because I know what's to come.
Exactly. Better weather heading into tomorrow, and it's mainly going to be the humidity that's making it so bad outside. And so we're going to have a cold front move through overnight. It's not going to do anything drastic to our temperatures, but it's going to bring in some of that dry air.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm here. I'm rooting for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at where that cold front currently is, and it's pretty easy to see there. You can't quite see the green, but you can see all of those warnings out there. Those orange boxes, that is severe thunderstorm warnings just making its way closer towards the Mississippi River. So northern Louisiana, brand new tornado warning popping off there. Northern Mississippi just starting to see some of those tornado warnings, and then portions of central Tennessee also seeing some of those tornado warnings. Now I know that I mentioned that we have that cold front moving in heading into tonight. Not concerned for us about those strong to severe storms. For us here locally, we're barely even going to see any of that rain. Rain chances really only about 30%. That's pretty generous for that heading into the overnight hours. Instead, what you're mainly going to be waking up noticing is going to be some more of that relief, mainly by the afternoon when some of that dry air begins to rush in. Calm, quiet conditions out there right now. There's a look down at the beaches with some of that rough surf out there that Lenise was mentioning earlier. The culprit for that, those breezy winds out of the south, but look at that. Feels like temperatures 102 down in Orange Beach. It is hot because of those dew points, closer towards 80 degrees. Now temperatures out there all across the Gulf Coast. This is going to be the air temperature, mid to upper 80s, a few lower 90s over in Evergreen and Leakesville. But wait for it. Here's the feels like temperatures out there, feeling more like the mid to upper 90s, even a few triple digits. It's toasty. If your kids have sports practices, games heading into tonight, make sure you're prepared for it. Although we start to see the lower 80s by 8 and 9 o'clock, it's still going to be feeling closer towards 90 degrees. Make sure they're staying hydrated. Make sure they're taking breaks. But as mentioned, those rain chances will ramp up overnight after midnight. Not the highest, but I'll talk more about that and what you can expect in the wake of that front. That's coming up in just a little bit. Lenise.
All right, Jen.
Exactly right, Lenise. It is going to be toasty heading into tonight. Make sure that you're prepared for any of those sports practices. Lots and lots of water. Now, heading into tomorrow morning, some changes are on the way. A little muggy to begin the day, but don't let that 80 fool you by 10 a.m. It's going to be feeling a lot better as we get further along into your Wednesday. I'll be talking more about your forecast for tomorrow coming up when we come back. Taking another look at your forecast and a live view outside from our Eastern Shore Toyota and Hyundai camera at the Admiral. You can start to see the SS United States out there, but the thing that I really notice here is the shaky camera. It is breezy out there. Those winds are strong out of the south, also leading to some hazy conditions on the horizon. Humidity on the rise, but the good news, we have a cold front moving in overnight. It's going to help bring some relief, but just a reminder, you can download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated on the forecast. Now we do have our hourly forecast on here, and the thing I really want to point out is the hourly portion here. But if we scroll down, you'll really start to see some of those improvements that around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. we're introducing some showers, the humidity around 90%. It's raining by that point, but look by the afternoon. That's when we start to introduce humidity around the upper 30s for some of those percentages. It's going to be feeling so much better. So that way you can track along, know when you're going to start to see some of that relief. But let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into what I'm tracking across the southeast. Again, it's very active for portions of the mid-south. We're starting to see some of those tornado warnings in northern Alabama, that one moving into the Florence area, additional ones on the south side of Nashville, more of those also moving towards portions of Kentucky and then also northern Louisiana. This is the cold front we're going to see. We're not going to see those severe storms. We're going to get some broken apart rain showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm heading into tomorrow morning, but also we're going to get some dry air. Those temperatures out there right now are resting really in the mid to upper 80s. pretty toasty, especially once you do take that humidity into account. Feeling more like the mid to upper 90s. A few triple digits out there earlier. Starting to see some of those tick down now that the sun is getting closer towards setting. We've already reached our peak heating of the day, but heading into the overnight hours, your AC will be put to work. Temperature is going to be dipping down to the upper 70s a little after midnight. Still feeling like the mid 80s. Again, sports practices, games tonight. Keep your children hydrated out there, yourself too if you're taking the dog for a walk. Everyone needs water if you're spending time outside for today, but some relief on the way. I'll talk more about your Wednesday forecast coming up in just a little bit. Lenise.